Oh, good morning, people. Good morning. It is chilly here in the Willamette Valley today. Woo! I gotta ask if I could give you guys a little bit different a view. Maybe, you know, the carriage coming up over the landing and landing the turn. So that's why we got the camera pointed that way this morning. But let's all say good morning to Larry P., Cody Pitts, Kenny Dukes, Guy Bry, Bryce Byman, Tyler Bryant, David Kissan, and this next one, LaCourge, one, and that one guy. Good morning to you guys. Hope all is well. Also, oh, here we go. Let's also say good morning to Doug, Fleet Doug, SS Angler 2010, Patrick Logging. It's a young feller and his stepdad, I do believe, got a little skitter show going on. Chris Parks, CA Logger 83, Jeremy Hayes. Your profile pic has got a 172 Medill on it. I'm like, oh, YouTube. Man, I'm having trouble with keeping you guys. Anyways, you got a 172 Medill in your profile there on YouTube. And that's a sweet little machine there, I can tell you that. Anyways, Josh Riesenfelder, Drew Hansen, and Roger Lee. Good morning to y'all. Thanks for joining us in our little show here. I hope life finds you all well. Like I say, it's the wind is just brutal this morning. If the wind wasn't blowing so hard, it wouldn't be so bad. Come on, kid, let me pick it up. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Yep, one up. So he's got one choker he can't get on belt, so I'm going to pick this up easy. I need to find a better spot to put y'all, don't I? Let's see, I just picked that up. You probably can't see it there, but he had one choker he couldn't get on belt, so I picked it up a little bit so he could get back to it. Normally the processor operator just swings over there real quick, gets it, but oh, it's just probably the same everywhere. When you take 4, 5, 6 days off for holidays, you first come back, everything's froze up and not wanting to work right. And then, like I said, obviously you can see the snow here. It's been raining for 2 or 3 days and then turned off and started snowing and froze up. So all my airlines were froze this morning. See if we can't get a little different view for y'all. I think it was, I do believe it was Southern Taz Climbers that asked me that. I don't know if I think I said something about them before. If you got a chance, jump over and check them out. Those guys do some crazy stuff up in the trees. See if that works a little bit better. Yeah, dang it. Let me get my window wiped off. Somebody left their window open a crack over the weekend, and God dang it, I'm not gonna get much better of a view. Anyway, so I had a bunch of snow on my dash this morning. Chilly up here. Probably gonna wait till this afternoon to try to put the camera on the Sky Car. The way this wind is blowing, as cold as it is, I'm afraid that it just freeze the battery up.
Alright, trying to figure out why all these small ones are over there. I forgot to process.
Went over yesterday and looked at that thinning job we're gonna do. That's gonna be a nice job.
Trying to figure out what about the small ones?
Pretty good logging.
There's a bunch of small ones over there in the
Trying to figure
delay
out.
log. I forgot that you processed a bunch of stuff on.
Trying to figure out what these guys are talking about over here.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that too.
Alright, let's see. Hopefully this is a little bit better view for you guys. You can see the carriage coming over the edge of the landing. I got a tripod ordered. Once I get that, I'll be able to get the camera set up. That view I did the other day outside the yarder, I thought that turned out pretty good, really. So I went ahead and ordered a tripod. We're going to try that a few more times. Like I say, we'll go to that thin. I start working in the brush. We're going to get some good video out of that. But I also got asked about the beeps in the cab here, and that's this box right here. And if you watch it, it's called a smart box. And I do believe Richard Van Dam designed that. He was a logging outfit around here for quite a few years, and then he started building his own carriages, the Acme carriages. And I do believe that Richard is the one that designed this smart box. The reason he designed it, well, you can see it's telling me each function that I do, which I don't really need to know. But as the rigging crew is working the carriage, it's telling me exactly what they're doing too. So, and with this type of carriage, the drum carriage, I don't really need to know, because as soon as they start pulling on it, I can feel the bounce of the yard or whatnot. But that was more so designed for the clamping carriages, because when you're picking the turn up and you get it up to where you're going to close the skid line clamp and open the skid line or the skyline and let the carriage run ahead, so you're picking the drop line up, because once you clamp the skyline, your skid line now turns into a drop line. So you're picking a drop line up, and you either get the logs all the way up, or you get it to where you want to run the carriage ahead. So you blow the carriage through, and it closes the skid clamp and opens the skyline clamp. Well, there's like a half a second period in there where both clamps are open. So if you're picking up on the turn and they just blow 3 to the car, it gives it a horrible jerk when it runs ahead, it gives it a big jerk. So that's why this smart box was designed, is the way Van Dam, before they come up with this box, you'd pick it up when it gets up there where you want to go, then they would just blow 1, and that sets both clamps on the carriage, and they blow to 1 to the yarder. The yarder engineer, he quits pulling, and he just kind of released just a fraction, a little bit of slack on the skid line. Then you blow 3 to the car real quick again, and then 3 back to the yarder. And when you do that, the transition is just smooth as pie. It's just flink flink. So that's why this smart box was designed, was to take that big jerk out. Like, you end up breaking lines and pulling tail holds. And if you're in big wood, bad things can really, really happen. So that's what all these beeps are for. When we go to that thinning job, I'll be able to show you more. I'll be able to show you exactly what it does if a guy isn't paying attention to this smart box and whatnot. You'll be understand a little bit more. But I wanted to get somewhat of an answer out there for the gentleman that asked, so that he knows I'm listening. Every comment that I get, I want everybody to know that I appreciate them and I listen to them. And I got up this morning, and holy smokes, I got 507 subscribers. I'm like, oh my God. I am horribly appreciative. like I say, every comment, every subscriber, you know, I don't call you guys subscribers, you're my friends now. So I appreciate it. And when you ask a question, I want to try to get an answer out to a person. So I hope that helps about the smart box. If it didn't, just comment back to me again and I'll go over it a little bit more. Or like I say, when we get to that thing, I'll be able to show you exactly what that is designed for. And once you see it, you'll be like, oh man, yeah, I completely understand that. So let's try to get some, I'm going to put the camera up on the cab and see how it goes. Get some outside shots. So for now, be safe, get logs.